Welcome to Accreditation Made Easy, the podcast that takes the stress out of accreditation. I am your host, Areaka Jewel, and in each episode, we'll deliver actionable tips, expert insights, and practical strategies to help streamline the process. And of course, make your work life a little easier. Now, whether you're tackling policies, preparing for assessments, or just looking for ways to stay ahead, we've got you covered. Let's simplify accreditation, one step at a time. Whether you've done this half a dozen times or you're staring down your very first one, the truth is, planning matters. And when you break it down into a few key decisions, the whole process becomes way more manageable. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to another episode of Accreditation Made Easy. I am your host, Areaka Jewel. And today we're talking about something I believe every accreditation manager, new or seasoned, needs to master. And that's planning for an assessment. So let's walk through the 5 key decisions that will set the tone for your entire assessment. All right? Decision number 1, dates. Let's start with the most important thing on your planning list, the calendar. If you're going for your initial assessment, look at the date that you signed the contract with the accrediting body, and from there, you should be able to figure out what your preparation window is. Like, how long do they give you before you have to present your agency for your first assessment? It's typically going to be 1 or 2 years. Now, whenever you decide that you're ready, you're supposed to show 1 year's worth of proofs from whenever that assessment date is. If it's your reaccreditation, it's going to be 3 or maybe 4 years, depending on your accrediting body, from your last assessment, and that's going to be your guidepost. I recommend penciling in 1 or 2 week windows that work best for those in your agency, and then call up your accrediting body to check the availability of those dates and get it officially calendared. Don't wait for this. Don't wait for them to contact you and tell you what dates are left over. Why? Because then you're stuck with whatever you get. So once you know your formal assessment dates, you kind of want to work your way backwards. First, I recommend looking up when the conference is that your agency will be formally reviewed. It's going to be the one immediately after your formal assessment. You can probably look on your accrediting body's website. They normally publish like a year's worth of meetings or conferences, so find out that date. After that, pencil in any mock assessments that you want to have, like 2 or 3 months before your formal assessment. I recommend you do a mock assessment. Now, if you want to do a file review or a technical review or maybe a pre-mock, bump that up before the official mock. Get it? So pencil all these things in and make sure that the dates work not just for you, but for everyone involved. This is where I see a lot of people get stressed because they start planning too late. Don't wait. Build your timeline early and adjust as you go. And by the way, my personal suggestion is, as soon as you know your mock dates, start reaching out to find mock assessors. The earlier, the better. All right, decision number 2, participants. Now let's talk people. Think through the key moments of your assessment, things like entrance and exit interviews, any static displays, tours of your building, meals. Will your assessors eat in or will you take them out to eat? Who's going to represent your agency at the conference? Who's going to greet your assessors when they get there? And if you're providing transportation for the assessors, either to and from the airport to the hotel or from the hotel to the agency, or even to offsite locations, all of that. And this is a big one. Don't do all these things yourself. Spread it out. Bring in staff who can coordinate tours or be escorts or handle logistics. The more you share the load, the smoother things will run and more ownership the whole agency will feel, and that's important. Decision number 3, Assessor workspace. Next up is choosing the right workspace for your assessors. You want to think of a space that can afford assessors privacy, a quiet environment, and consistent access. So avoid things like briefing rooms or the copy room, whatever, any shared areas with heavy foot traffic. Pick somewhere that assessors can settle in, they can work uninterrupted, and they can easily find the bathrooms or reach you and your accreditation team if they need anything. Now, don't forget about the internet in this space. Hardwired is always best, but if that's not available in the chosen room, then definitely a strong Wi-Fi works too. Test it. Test it ahead of time. I can't stress this enough. I have literally been on assessments where they didn't test it, and the signal strength was so weak that every time we clicked on a page in the assessment, we got the forever loading symbol. No bueno. All right. Reserve the room early if your agency uses some sort of scheduling system. The last thing you want is to find out that there's another meeting or event planned for the same space. Now, on that note, if you can get in early, like maybe the Friday before the assessment, get in and set everything up, the computers, the chairs, and make sure the chairs are comfy, notepads, pens, everything possible. Get it set up and test. All right. Decision number 4, travel arrangements. Travel arrangements can sneak up on you if you're not paying attention. So book hotel rooms early. I recommend as soon as you know the dates of your formal and mock assessments, make that call and make the reservations. While you're at it, get to know the hotel staff. I swear it will pay dividends later on. Now, are your assessors flying in or are they driving? Check with the team leader and find out whether assessors will drive themselves to and from the agency each day or if they need you to provide transportation. Next, make sure you understand your per diem, mileage, and approval process through your agency or a parent agency if it's through city, county, or state. Travel paperwork can take a lot longer than you think. Now, if your agency allows for advance per diem, I highly recommend it. That way your assessors aren't having to be out of pocket during their stay, but totally understandable if that's not how your agency operates. But if it does allow for it, I say do it. Decision number 5, optional extras. Finally, optional extras. These are the things that aren't required, but they can truly enhance the experience. Think of things like gift bags for the assessors, displays around your agency, snacks in the workspace, meals, that sort of thing. They don't earn you extra points, but they can make assessors feel welcomed and supported. Choose them intentionally, but not out of obligation. If you want to see an array of ideas that I've seen before, I have a helpful tip inside my content hub called Thank Assessors Without Going Overboard. So check it out. But just note that the email that's on that inside my content hub is out of date. So it looks like I'll be updating that piece of content next week. All right, in closing, that's your 5 key decisions when planning for an assessment. You got your dates, participants, workspace, travel, and those optional extras. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. It just needs to be organized and intentional. And if you want a quick reference, I created a companion document for this episode. You can grab it in the show notes or inside the Accreditation Academy Content Hub. It's titled Assessment Planning 5 Key Decisions, and it lays out everything that we just talked about. If you're not yet subscribed to my free content, it's easy to do. Just head over to www.accreditationacademy.net/sign up. That way, you'll get notified via email anytime something new is published, and you'll also have access to all previously published content. All right, thanks for joining me today, and until next time, friends, let's keep making accreditation easy, one step at a time.